going on? We'll call you Gold. What's going on, Sports Collector? What's going on, Real Fraud? Ratha, Wadi, Lou, Brush, Supreme, and Carthy. Thank you guys all for chilling. All right. I'm going to start recording here in a minute. We're going to do the video of kind of the lightweight division. I think another good graphic would be like UFC rankings. I don't want to do fan rankings. Yeah. That's ESPN's article here. I don't want to do that. How about UFC's own fucking website rankings? Can we do that? Can't even Google UFC rankings without some dog shit. All right. We got lightweight. That's pound for pound, right? Yeah. Pound for pound has Ilya at number 1. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I like using the Tapology bracket. Can I at least expand and do the entire lightweight division? It's all I want to pull up before we start this recording. If I can pull up the men's lightweight division. Not his just personal record. Yeah, UFC's website's dog fucking shit. Anyways, sticking with Tapology, I guess. We have this very distant fucking graphic here. So starting things off, let me just analyze this. I'm looking from top 8 up. So you got Gamrot, dismiss. You got Hooker, dismiss. Dustin's about to retire, dismiss. Max is right there. And then moving onward, we can have those conversations minus Oliveira. Max versus Oliveira could be a fun matchup. All right, I'm going to go on my rant here. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is MMA Toad. I'm going to go through kind of a lightweight division rant and what I'd like to see happen, kind of given, you know, there's always more contenders than the activity of a champion's able to ever put out. I'd like to see that change first and foremost. Ilya is not sustaining much damage in any of these fights, especially the one with Charles. He goes out, he is a world beater, and, you know, he had Poatan going out, staying very active. Pantoja wants to be more active. Volk is always an active champ. There's just the same active champs, and then there, you know, obviously Tom Aspinall was being gatekept. That was bullshit. He could have fought 2-3 times this year with second minute knockouts like he always does. I really want to see Ilya step on the gas here and take on someone soon. I don't think we should have to wait for a title elimination bout that would slow down Ilya when he doesn't need to be. So I think you do this, and hear me out. Justin Gaethje was on his way to fight Islam Makhachev. The name made sense. Islam said it respectfully. Khabib, you know, even had his interview saying, yeah, the hardest punch I ever received was Justin Gaethje. This is a guy that we're thinking about right now. I think it'd be a good win for Islam. Obviously, the loss with Max, UFC 300. Bit of a, not just, well, what about ranking setback? No, it was one of the most brutal fucking knockouts of all time. Absolute killer shit. And so Justin mentally, physically, spiritually needed a fucking year off, right? Comes back, smart move. It wasn't the original plan. It was supposed to be kind of another car crash with Dan Hooker. I don't know if that would have been good for Gaethje. He did come back and look very good, but I love that he also came back and fought somebody with a lot of octagon rust themselves. Rafael Fiziev, gets the win there. They had, a good car crash at a moment where Justin hit the fucking uppercut that dropped Rafael. It's like his favorite signature punch is he uses his left hand, feeds fucking like dirty boxing style uppercuts, and that's the kind of fight we expect out of Gaethje. So at the end of the day, the activity said leading up to, didn't get it. I understand why you'd make your rhyme or reason. I look back over at Arman. You have to admit he fucked up an entire pay-per-view, an entire main event. Dana saying weight miss recently. That doesn't look good. If it was his back injury from trying to flirt with Nina, whatever the fuck, I don't care. The wins here, I think, the Dariush is hit and miss. Like, that's not the most impressive thing in the world. And yes, the huge step up in competition to Charles Oliveira and getting it done, good for him. Mind you, that was a 3-round fight, and Charles was ending a few of these rounds threatening a submission. I think that would have been a really good rematch, and I still think it is. Charles came back with an early loss. Very tough for him. I don't think he has to worry about the knockout as much from Arman. I do see Arman wanting to get Charles down to the ground because Charles is rightfully so a glass cannon. He is a threat on the feet as well. I don't know. Maybe do that matchup. I don't know. I think Arman is also live to have a fight with Paddy Pimblett, and here's why. If you look at Paddy's resume, Michael Chandler is really the only name that points out as a recent anywhere close to a contender-worthy victory, minus like, hey, you've beaten some OGs, and you've shown that you're part of this top 10, this top 15. But to sit here and act like Paddy has had all this time at the levels that Gaethje and some of these other vet lightweights have fought at, not even close. He was given a really nice boost in the ranks. He succeeded. He aced the exam. And so I get that, well, let's give Paddy a top 5 guy. 100% do I agree. So Arman's live for a fight with Paddy. We saw with DuBronx that I think Paddy's very live for a submission here in this fight. And Paddy's pretty big when he cuts. He's pretty big on the feet. His striking, it's like I don't mind Paddy striking, but I still worry about him receiving shots. And I think the whole world does. Like, we all kind of just seize up, like, is he eating it? Oh, man, he's good. Sweet. Because we've seen with far lesser opposition in his past fight career, he can get wobbled. He can get dropped by some okay strikes. Not like world-class, top 5 lightweight level. This is a car crash division. So if you're going to go out and grapple and have a very jiu-jitsu heavy game, I think naturally you have to get comfortable on the feet. I've been impressed with Paddy, been liking the improvements, and so let's do it. Let's see, Paddy take on Arman. That is a title elimination as well. That's going to set up kind of a bit of a, dare I say, like a rivalry in addition to the one with Ilya. Like, Arman's going to be around a minute, and so is Paddy. These guys are going to be here. They're going to cross paths again. Someone's going to fight to get that L back. And I think between Arman and Paddy, I do like Paddy's chances, just based on what I saw with DuBronx. If Paddy comes up, and I don't know what Charles is going to do from here. I think he needs more time, but he doesn't have as much to wait anymore. So I could see Paddy fighting DuBronx too. Kind of like how we got to see Izzy and Anderson Silva. Paddy and DuBronx. That's a big one. Do that one. So that would, in respect, align back to the original game plan, which was we were going to give Gaethje his title shot coming off a fucking tremendous head kick knockout against Dustin that not even Islam took care of as clean as quickly. I get the fight with Fiziev majority. Some people were very split on that one, thought Rafael did enough. Of course, I'm a big Gaethje fan, but I ever did so slightly edge Gaethje coming back. It was a 1-1 going into the third, just like this last one. And Gaethje showed up and had a better 10 to 15 minute fight. So there you go. I think Ilya would do him wonders to be more active. And if you look at the resumes, he's got Max Holloway. He's got Volkanovski. Those are two two of the best featherweights, some of the most OG vet names out there, and you just took Du Bronx from lightweight. Why not try to hunt for the soul stone of Gaethje? To me, that's star power. This fight has money all over it, depending the state especially. Or if you get this fight over in Spain, I think this is it. And I think Gaethje's done after this. I think that's part of why he's so fucking pissed with the UFC. It's just like, all right, I get that I'm not going to just get knocked out from Max and have my title shot. Let me have another fight. But I mean, he just had that. He did really good. The knockdown against Fiziev, I don't think, is received as highly as it should, because that guy, at the end of the day, was the Tiger Muay Thai striking coach, who is very good technically. And I don't think someone like Patty would do nearly as well in a fight against him if he didn't get it to the ground. Like, it takes a certain fighter like Gaethje that thrives in the chaos in the pocket to even do okay. Because Fiziev at distance and letting them chop on those legs will fuck you up. So, anyways, that's kind of my rant for now. The rankings suggest that, well, Arman and yeah, I guess really Arman is ahead of Gaethje here, and no, he should get it, but he needs that other fight. He fucked up an event. He needs to come back and have another fight. His last win was against Du Bronx at UFC 300. He canceled a bout last second against Islam. You guys are going to reward that with another title fight. Go eat a dick. So anyways, that's my rant for now. Lightweight division. This is the matchup I want to see. Fucking book it. All right. Now I get to go play and make a fucking graphic for that. But that's kind of my rant. I think Gaethje and Ilya is going to be the match to make, because Patty and Arman haven't proven themselves at the top level that someone like Gaethje has. I don't think we're giving enough shine to that head kick victory that was very much having Gaethje on his way for his title fight. I think we're like very quick to dismiss that all of a sudden for whatever reason. So just catching up on a few messages. You know what's going on in River City? And let me pull up my YouTube. I don't suspect we'll have any, but in case anyone pops through the chat, it's been so fucking just like dead. Yeah. I don't get the algorithms of YouTube. It's been pretty fucking bad. I feel like I need to maybe shoot to my live streams to Twitch and just bank on having the stream here be recorded for pieces that I want to add to YouTube. So we'll probably do that. I got a Twitch account. It's got like, I don't know, 700-800 followers from when I was doing some gaming. I might transition there because YouTube Live is tough. The only reason I wanted to really try to do YouTube Live is for Fight Companion. And I thought there'd be a better audience there for somebody who would want like the graphic up on the screen, see the number of strikes, takedowns, control time, all that shit. And obviously there's a lot of other YouTubers in this space, so it would be cool to like collaborate further. I want to get on Twitch when I get UFC 6 because it's supposed to be cross compatible for PC, so I'd like to play that and just chill. Well, I guess I'll start making the graphic for the Ilya versus Gaethje. Maybe put Arman and Patty off to the sides of it. I think that's that's kind of how I envision this. I guess I can record that too. See the, yeah. Just have to load a project and be okay scrapping it, essentially. We'll see. Open. Yeah. What's this one? Kind of like that. Have the fighters off to the side. I'm actually going to open a different project instead. I want to use that template for other highlights in the future. Unless I want to copy it. I don't know. I'll just grab one of these. I don't really care. I'm going to do away with the photo here. Do away with the box as well, I think, for now. Because that's great for like clipping a video. Let me see. I'm going to unlock the form for this so I can move it wherever I want. See, edit. Yeah. I'll just center this for now. If I want to decide to put like an actual link to the YouTube video and use a different graphic within there, I can. But I don't know that I will want to. Really depends how much I like the actual background here. Yeah. The other question I have is, do I actually want to be part of the video? Probably not. Not to start with. Not this one. There we go. We can just center this out a little bit, balance it out. Something like this. Looks pretty centered to me. I can measure it if I really want to. Alright, let's fix the text here. So, actually, just kidding. We're going to grab some graphics here. Do, so do this one. I don't know if I can just copy image and drag it in. No, can't. You gotta download it. Save image as. Make this UFC 2025 lightweight rant. So we'll name it. Alright, so Armin's there. We'll load that in here soon. Okay. Let's get Patty. Alright, so now I need, who do we need next? Yeah, what's going on, Ultimate? Thanks for tapping in. We need, Ilya. I'm gonna have to redo the Patty photo because that ain't gonna work. The one I just took. Alright. And grab the Patty again. I just need Gaethje. I'll show you guys how I do this. I'll try just changing the format here. I'm just gonna do .png. Let me see if this fixes it. Yeah, that worked. It's stupid how you have to do it that way, but sure, it worked. rename that as well. Patty. Cool. Nope, we just need Gates, you know. It's the photo I'm using of Ilya. Nice. All right, so now yeah, I think I'm gonna do away with this box here. I'll bring it back if I really want it, I guess, too. I'll just disable it for now. Okay, so what I want to do here, so let's open this folder. Should be able to just drag everything in. So, but Ilya. Yeah, so Ilya's there. Let's bring up Gaethje. And we just use this little editing feature here. The shortcut is Alt-Control-T if you're using Photo P. We'll have to adjust the heights and all that too. If it makes any kind of distortion, I can go back. We can find other photos to use too of each fighter. But for now, yeah, that's about how big Gaethje's going to be to Ilya. So I guess that's a fair representation for now. Just until I get them all added on. I can further think about like how I actually want it to look. All right, adding Patty on. Patty's going to be a bit larger as well. I like the Patty backdrop of the Ilya there. All right, and let's just get Arman on here to wrap this up. He's going to be up there as well. He's like behind. Yeah. All right. I do have a foot pedal. These things are cool. A lot of people don't know about these. They're actually really good for gaming. I picked one up for Guitar Hero. These foot pedals here, you guys can bind macro keys and things. So if I wanted to like sit around and edit these all the time, I could toggle this to allow me to lock something in place. Which is something I might do if I start making some more like content like this and shit. I'm just kind of dicking off thinking about the division right now, so I wanted to make this video. But yeah, when we get it live, I'll post it on IG and share it out. All right, so anyways, we're gonna go here, edit. Let's pull Arman and Patty off of each other, so we'll start there. So Arman doesn't really look like it matters which side I have him on. We're gonna make that a lot smaller, something like so. And then Patty's gonna do the same. From his angle, it looks like he'll be better on this left side. And we'll move that text and all that shit out of the way too. And he's huge. So we'll shorten that down and kind of match Arman what we look like, what we think looks okay. Figuratively, Patty will be a bit bigger. Something like that. Okay. So now I'll just move Ilya. We'll center Ilya up over here to the right side. I guess I actually like putting Patty and Gaethje each on the same side as well for this. From a complexion, right? Ilya, Arman. We'll make Ilya a bit bigger here. Something like so. Again, I'm not super sold. I'm going to see if I can find a better Ilya photo in the meantime. I do like the one with both belts, if we can keep that. I'll pull up the link here. Yeah, I just think it's sadly a very small photo. The original creator of this. Probably make my own too. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, cards? So I'll move Gaethje over a little bit here as well. I'll line Ilya and Gaethje up better when I have a better photo of Ilya. So yeah, obviously this thing's gonna be super fucking shrunk and just skinny. It's not gonna work. I do want the fucking champ photo of Ilya though. I think that would be sweet. He should be a champ with the BMF as well. Somebody lurking on YouTube, thanks for hanging out there. If you guys want to support the Toad, go on YouTube, subscribe, and like and comment random videos. Help get me part of algorithms and such. Because we're not making a lot of traction on YouTube, but IG's has no problem putting me in algorithms and getting me discovered by people. But YouTube's a whole new beast. You got to pay into it and network a bit. And I'm not doing either of those on YouTube, so appreciate the love and support from you guys there. Let's see. Dude, I'm about to delete this Ilya, but let me try to save it. See if I get my champ. So we need him about yay tall, about yay wide. Oh, that looks fucking ferocious. You guys like that? Actually looks better there. It's not beautiful, but I think it works just enough. I'll bring him kind of like there. Oh god, that looks worse. You put him in that little outlet, that little yellow shit, and it just makes the fuzziness of it worse. He's going to be shorter than Gaethje. Let's check topology for the official on that. Alright, so Ilya, he is 5'7", and Gaethje's 5'11", right? Yeah, Gaethje's 5'11", so 4 inches. Be like that much taller. Which Gaethje's not really a big lightweight. I mean, he's not small, but he's not like huge. Big lightweights is someone like Joel Alvarez. That's a fucking big lightweight. Jalen Turner. Some of these guys, you're like, how in the fuck is this guy making 155 pounds? So, all right. So, anyways, he's just too pixely. I don't like it. I'm gonna say the height would be something like so. I don't know if that brings it out. That makes it worse. He's somewhere in there. Yeah, we're deleting this one. I need to find a better one. All right, well. Let's see if this one looks any better. Already does. Alright, save image as. Yeah. Somebody should be able to drag this into here. Hey, look at that. Fucked it up entirely. Alright. Saved it as a PNG. Let me go to the actual link here. Yeah, that's better. Uh-oh. Let's try this again. No? Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. This should be the one. There we go. Much cleaner. That's kind of like proportion, what I think looks good. Now we can move this text here. I think everyone's like, for the most part, evened out. I could try to flip the Gaethje or the Ilya as well. I'll probably flip the Gaethje. I can. Let's see. Or no, I actually want to keep Patty and Gaethje on the same side. So let me see if I can do this. Yeah, rotate. Didn't quite do it, did it? Edit, transform. Rotate 90 degrees. No, flip horizontally. Flip vertically. There we go. That's better. Now we can move the text to where we want it and adjust it. I'm going to speak like I'm speaking presumably. What's next? What's next for Ilya? I'm thinking about a title here. Either what's next for Ilya Taporia or what's next for, you know, however I want to name that. John the Bones Jones. Yo, what's going on? You're a big John Jones fan? How does it feel right now? You supportive of him still? You feel really bad for what's going on? Just wanting to gauge. I miss lightweight John Jones and nothing more. I don't miss what he was trying to do at heavyweight. I wasn't impressed with what he was trying to do at heavyweight. I miss 205, Bad Boy Jones, that's it. He also fought much older and smaller opponents a lot of times, guys that have had their share of wars. I always thought that he would eventually hit that as well, especially being such a young UFC fighter early in his career. But eventually he'd be the gatekeeper. He'd be that older, more veteran, you know, taking on the new era threat, which is why I'm so sad we're not getting that Tom fight. I really think Jones ducked the fuck out of Tom Aspinall, and I can't be convinced otherwise. Like, it's just too obvious to me. I could change the color of the fonts here as well and do away with this yellow fucking shit that's just, for whatever reason, only over Armon. If I could figure out where that shit is. We'll just... So that's that background. Not sure what that is. Not missing anything there. What's this? So that's that fire shit there. That's it on that side. Which I actually don't mind. It's a cool little ad there. The shape, as we know, is this block. Then there's the text. The thing that's not lining up is this yellow glow in the background. Could it have been caked into this image? No. I'm going to do away with that layer for now. I need to expand some of these. Yeah, there we go. Found it. Boom. Got rid of that shit. I'll keep the little sparks. And then, yes, we need to figure out what we need to type for each of these. There's the coloring option there. I honestly cannot type into it, though, because I lost where I'm typing into for that. I can't see it. It's fine. I might support like a list of things I would update from the developer standpoint. I think you should be able to open any of your text parameters, right click, and have an option to go into like insert. Because if you're trying to trace the location of something, but you haven't typed anything, you can't really pick up where you left off as easily. Whereas at this field, I can at least select the text on the screen and begin editing the text. So, anyways. It's trying to get me to do some kind of edit here. What are you guys up to? Just chilling, enjoying the AC, dude. I've been outside all fucking holiday. 4th of July, I get my ass just scorched. It's like so humid. Getting fucking roasted. It's not quite letting me edit this field. Source. Clone one source by holding. I don't want to clone. What feature am I in here? I guess I could go back and hit the undo a few times. And I'd bring back my text eventually here. I'll have to just add the stupid ass effect back that I don't want. That. It's fine. We know how to remove it now. Yeah, it's me hitting all the buttons right here. Once I have the text, I'm good. There it is. All right. So we figured out we're removing that. Okay. I do not know this feature that it wants me to do. Hold Alt or K to clone something. And now I want to do mode. You look up the command for this. So you hit the tool, you hit the layer that you want, then you hit T. There we go. I just had the wrong tool open. I don't know what tool that was, but happy to be out of it. Alright, so I could put this UFC lightweight matchmaking. I'll just make the text smaller, easier to read here. Do like what's next question mark. I'll put my final thoughts down in this field, and then we know how far to expand. Just keep Ilya more busy. Just let's keep Ilya busy. Alright, so moving up to this other text parameter, we're gonna shrink it down some. Let's do the freeform tool. We'll just drag this corner inward, shrink it down, make it a little smaller. Yeah, that covers the graphic pretty okay there. If we wanted to keep it like so, something like that. And then the one in the middle, we'll just drag and center up. Same thing here. Go edit, free transform, bring this shit kind of right in the middle there. Things are slightly skewed and angled. I can fix that with this little tool. Go right to the top, balance it out. Kind of like it the way it is. Don't mind that. But yeah, I think it kind of falls right about so. UFC lightweight. Kind of want to put a dash in between that as well. So we'll shrink it a little further yet. And this is like home stretch. We'll add it to the Rant video. We'll post it to YouTube. We'll probably be going here pretty soon as after this video is uploaded. Question, do I want to keep the yellow? I guess I don't mind it. Could edit the fonts, do some more with like font packages and shit. Check out the last Aussie show. Yo, what's going on, Jesus? Happy to see you have your like account back in a way. I know it's not your original, but I'm happy you're able to like make the alias and not just like get flat banned for no fucking reason. I don't know what's going on with this platform, so check out the Aussie last show. What do you mean by that? Yeah, all's going okay here. Yeah, I can help you with that logo. I'm trying to figure out pricing right now, honestly. I got mine for kind of a hookup because I'd done some other business with some, like, the vendor it's through and stuff. But I'm trying to help other people get a hookup too. And they do a lot with collectibles. So my hope is, like, help promote lights, help people get a hookup, and then in turn, next time I need some more cards, supplies, slabs, stands, things like that for my card collection. They can like work with me like a store credit essentially. So kind of like work as like an advocate. But yeah, get everybody the quality and the product they're hoping for. I love mine, dude. I thought it hit the fucking spot. I got it chilling on my PC. It's got a wall hanger insert. USB, you can brighten it, tone it down, not have it so bright. And when I get moved here in the next month or so, I'll definitely have like a better MMA corner set up for that to be part of some, gloves and that kind of thing too. So yeah, things are okay, man. About to go chill out and have a nice bonfire tonight. Hang out with a friend. Got some Crown Apple. I'm looking forward to mixing with some sweet drinks and just getting fucking lit. But yeah. Anyways, making some content here while we're just chilling out, talking, yapping. I made a breakdown of what I'd like to see happen in the lightweight division next. Work on making a graphic right here on stream. I know my webcam's blocking a piece of it, but there you go. That's what that looks like. So appreciate you guys hanging out there. Cool. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save the project of this, right? So before you guys save as like a JPEG or PNG, any of that, save the project so you can come back. You already have the format of all this down, and you could just plug and play with other fight rankings and other rants, right? So I'm gonna save first as a PSD. I'm gonna call this matchmaking. So this is a template that I can come back on later and use and just swap other fighters into place. Not too bad there. And now I'll do export as JPEG. And we'll call this lightweight 2025 rant. You can always get it more specific later. Yeah. Sweet. Let's fire up YouTube here. Get that video uploaded. We'll get that video uploaded. You still with me, Jesus? I want to make sure that you got that info. Otherwise, I need to follow up with you. Let you know what I know. Still trying to figure out some details, though. I've asked for pricing that I'm allowed to give for people's lights. There might be some logistics like, oh, because this person wants their light XYZ, because there are different shapes as well. Mine fits kind of the factor form of that. Like, see how it's shaped? I know some people, I could have had like my logo inside of that in like one flat square box, which would probably be a lot more better for somebody posting on a shelf to like balance or something. I don't know. So depending how you want it set up, that might determine the shape that you might want to go for. But I think most people probably want this hanging up at some point. That's what I want with mine. Alright, so let's upload the video here. That's today's recording. Then I have so much purging to go through on this 8 terabyte drive and just clear like old segments that I've used to like clip and Lethal Totem MMA takes up a lot of storage because our episodes go 2-3 hours. So got some work to do there one day. This video wasn't bad. This was a 9-minute video. I could post that to IG. I think it's within, I think the time limit on IG is 15 minutes, so not too upset about that. Didn't quite go in the order that I envisioned myself going into, but I was still like pretty okay with it. I think I hit all the things. I know I'm going to watch it and go, fuck, I forgot to mention whatever. And then maybe I add that in the comments of the video or the post of the video. Unlike IG when I share it or something. So, anyways. See where this is. Lightweight. See. Downloads. Open. There we go. I did make Patty a little big in this image. I could edit that down real quick. Let's do that. Just from looking at the thumbnail. Patty, let me just do this super fast and then I'm happy with where we're at with this project for now. Let's bring Patty down a wee little bit here. Something like this. Okay. Export as JPEG. Lightweight. Rant. So now if I go back to change, it should be right there as lightweight rant. There we go. Patty's not so fucking colossal now. I like that. Yo, what's going on? Style Bender. Yo, what's up, man? Museum joined. Yo, what's going on, Museum as well? Or no, sorry, that's all the same person, just a big ass, long ass name. Yo, what's going on, Style Bender? What's good, bro? Get yours today. MMA Toad Light. Only one little thing I noticed, but it's very minor to me. It's like a little black little smudge right there. Otherwise, done pretty okay. Get a photo of that super quick too. Dude, I thought it was sweet. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Zoom in on it better so you can see. Just looks like someone took like a pin almost and drew on it, but you can't tell from a distance all that well. That shit always gets you, yeah. I thought it was cool to do. They basically, I did a big deal with some trading cards, and so they offered it in addition to. It's like, hey, get you hooked up with a light. So I want to help support them, do more business, and then get some more like supplies, like some stands, some slabs, things like that. Yeah, no, it's great. You can have it be whatever you want. It could be any image, any graphic you want. They can make a light out of it. So I think even if you wanted just like a generic UFC one or something, you could do that. So, but for me, yeah, obviously, like trying to be MMA Toads, like building a brand, fight companion, would like to do some more networking and things. Obviously, a big fun one that I have right now is with Lethal Hand Collectibles. We formed Lethal Toad, and we kind of shoot to shit. Every fight card, generally, the shows can go anywhere from an hour all the way up to 3, and we just cover bets, cards, predictions, and just kind of shoot the shit. Talk a little bit about life. Um, Wishing him the best right now. I know he just lost his dog, and looked like a sweet German Shepherd as well. So I always had a soft spot for pets, animals, nature. It's just like in my spirit, in my DNA, especially with my mom. Her native blood like just flows through me in that way. So anyone who loses a pet's like a family member to me. I understand it, especially dogs, where they are so like obsessed and just anything and everything for their owners in most like good healthy environments, right? So yep, we were gonna hop on and shoot the shit, talk about 317, just I don't know, catch up, but we canceled the show because that happened, and so yeah, my heart's going out for him. Really hoping the best. Really hoping the best for him. So I know last year, a week before Christmas, I haven't really mentioned or talked much on him, but the alias MMA Toad was actually inspired from a pet frog, you know, like the book Frog Toad. I had a pet frog that watched fights with me. I got videos of him hopping up to the front of his tank, watching an entire fight. Girlfriend would always like laugh about it, and I was like, well, I think he understands the wrestling. And so I was watching like a lot of early Hamzat Shemaev and stuff, and it's like, yeah, frogs in nature, they know all about getting underhooks and just driving their fucking legs and wrestling. Like, I think frogs like wrestling. So I noticed like certain fighters he'd watch more of. Ilya, sorry, not Ilya, Islam Makhachev. This was around the Volkanovski Islam fight, so there was a good bit of grappling in that one. I know he liked that one. He liked the Hamza submission against Kevin Holland. I know he hopped up and watched that fight with me. So I lost him a week before Christmas, and it broke our hearts. We had like our 2 stockings, and then we had like a little stocking for him that was in the middle, like a little baby green one. Literally like a baby sock stocking kind of thing. So I know all about having a broken fucking heart when it comes to losing a pet. Done it too many times. I'll never stop doing it till I die. It's just, I'd rather love and put into an animal companion, because at the end of the day, they are so less selfish than most humans. And so I want to take something out of such a hostile environment, because as we know, if you haven't followed Nature is Metal, you can see it any day you want, man. Animals have it tough out in nature. Being somewhere in the middle or bottom of a food chain is a tough life. And in Michigan, for a frog, not all of them can survive the frost layers, and we've been getting some pretty bad ice storms, and so I'm sentimental for that piece. I put out a little pool, fill it with water, rocks, lily pads. The bugs go there naturally. The frogs go there naturally. The goal was to take in my current frog and her 3 other like siblings or friends or whoever these little frogs, however they knew each other, was. And on the very last week before we were moving, I went to grab them, and they were just gone. And then on the wrap-up day, just before I was coming out of the garage doing a project, and I saw a fucking snake. So I grabbed like a shovel, or sorry, I didn't have a shovel. It was like gardening prunes, and I snapped it, fucking killed the snake, took out a knife, right down the stomach. I had to know if the snake ate all the frogs. Well, it had one of the frogs coiled up, and that's the one that I have now. And it was the smallest of the 4, and its nickname was Baby Legs, because the way its like little legs would just float in the water while its hands were like on top of a lily pad or whatever. It's really sad. Really small little frog. And I knew this thing wouldn't survive the winter. But the 3 other siblings either escaped, hopped away overnight, or presumably at some point over time had been eaten by this giant fucking snake that had been like 20 inches, 22 inches. So we killed that fucking snake. We took the frog, and we still have her. Baby legs. Just fed some crickets earlier, so that was cool. I like dropping crickets and watching it just jump around and go ape shit, chasing them around, eating them. It's a little fucking monkey, dude. Frogs are cool. So, anyways, that's how I became MMA Toad, and I also consider myself kind of like a Toad physique. You know what I mean? So it kind of all goes hand in hand. But, anyways, recap some cards. A few times already on stream. I'll just end off on this, and I'll do just like a... No, I won't. Never mind. I was going to say the camera is still really shitty here. So yeah, if you guys want trading card posts and things like that, hop over to IG. If you guys want to see the video content that I'm uploading right now, hop over to YouTube. It's going to be the last thing I wrap up on. But yeah, we had some good trading card mail today. It's a Buffer rookie. It was Horizons rookie auto Midnight. You don't get a lot of cards per pack, and they're expensive. It's like $400 or $500. And Centaurians, Poetons, so all kinds of goodies. We went through it a few times. I'll eventually just post some shit. You guys can check it out there. I'm just wrapping up this YouTube video here. We're gonna call it lightweight. UFC lightweight we'll call it UFC lightweight title matchmaking. What's next for Ilya? Oh yeah, I got to do it all caps. I forgot about that. So funny how people are. And then I can copy the descriptions from my other fucking videos. So the thing I fucking hate the most right now, guys, is trying to tag. Trying to tag YouTube videos doesn't do shit. The algorithms are like very hard to just grab. So hell yeah. Strike on April 20th. That's when I got really high and watched the 3 Ninjas on stream. That strike expires July 19th. So we're almost done behaving on YouTube, and that strike will go away. I hope. Is that how that works? Also, we're 3 subscribers away from 100 on YouTube, so I guess that's like a good first milestone, given how fucking impossible that platform seems to be to do shit. So appreciate anyone who can check out that there. We do have 10.5 hours of watch time accrued in the last 28 days. So that means that somebody has watched all 3 episodes of our fight breakdown. Yeah, it's okay. I'm having fun. It's actually been really nice meeting people both on the collecting side and sports betting, UFC side of things. Just seems like it doesn't matter where they fit into it. Everyone's all excited for the same fights for the same reasons. So that's cool. I'm having a lot of fun with it there. I kind of bounce between all the hobbies and things. I'll take like one hobby and then be fixated by like 3 different facets. Pretty soon when UFC 6 comes to PC, we'll be playing that too. So, I mean, I love MMA. Love however I can be involved and just fuck around with it for a day. I have a blast. So yeah, Gonna try to do more content like this one again. Hope you enjoyed the creation of the video. If you guys were here live, I'll have it posted up to my IG here very shortly. Gonna chillax. Yeah, much love. We'll see you guys then. Video coming up very soon. We'll see you then. Peace. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out on the tube. Really appreciate you guys here. This is the hardest platform to have an outreach. So if you watch this, if you were a part of this, appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe to some stuff.